you'll realize that something is being chopped from here to be used here. And the part where I agree with my sister is that we need to get our priorities right.
Okay.
Now, when we talk about priorities, it shouldn't be about perspectivication. It should be something that is focused on the people so that we invest. We know where we are as a country. So we need to be very careful in our investments.
Okay.
We need to be very careful in our expenditures so that we need to put our coins where we have not just, we can't invest everything in long-term projects because you cannot die while saving for tomorrow.
Okay.
You must have something for today in order for you to move to the next day. So I think that's where I would like you've asked, some of the priority areas. For me, the youth have always been seen as a burden to the government. The problem of the youth. That is the prefix for the youth. I would like to see us a society where the young people are an opportunity to the government. I think we are having a conversation here. And I think there are a lot of ideas that people can pick. There's a lot of energy in the young people. So we need to prioritize this sector we are calling the young people so that we don't solve the problems of the youth. We optimize the opportunities in the young people.
Okay.
To optimize that, I believe the government needs to invest a lot. 1, in technology, and 2, agriculture. You know, agriculture solves 3 problems. Agriculture, people always talk about food security. We don't need food security. We are not food secure if we are importing everything from Uganda. What if Uganda blocks the border? We will die. We need food sovereignty. And food sovereignty only comes when we are producing, not just for ourselves. But first, we must be able to feed ourselves so that we now export or sell the difference. So once we invest in agriculture, we'll have solved the food sovereignty issue. That's 1. 2, we've created employment. And then 3, then the third thing we need to invest in is value addition. We will have achieved our manufacturing goals because we have ready local raw materials. The moment we have ready local raw materials, we don't have to import. That works in our favor in terms of foreign exchange, in terms of balance of trade. Those are some of the simplest ways of solving our economic quagmires. Because manufacturing also has a myriad of opportunities where you have employment. Because the easiest way to solve the issue of unemployment is through manufacturing and commercialization of talent. So we also need to invest in talent and entrepreneurship and small enterprises because that is the core of our economy. Majority of 75% of our economy is informal. So we need to stop calling it informal. We need to formalize this what we have demeaned as informal so that we don't call them as juakali the way we've been calling them. So that we don't have people scared of going to Kamukunji because the Juakali people are rowdy, they are not polished and stuff like that. We need to create a platform. And that platform requires opportunities for training, opportunities for mentorship, opportunities for financing. So that when we talk about, for example, the main agenda of Kenya Kwanza was bottom up.
Yes.
In my opinion...
Is it still?
In my opinion, we need to invest in bottom-up industrialization. We put in place policies, both capacity building and financial, that can ensure that I, as Odweyo Kennedy, does not have to deliver my milk to a monopoly that will then sell to me the chemical at the price they choose. I, as Odweyo Kennedy, can come together with Bishop and my sister here, and then we put up our own entity, and we are regulated enough to be able to produce by ourselves, and then we grow our entity. Because if, one, we are able to produce for ourselves, then you look at a country like Russia today. People thought that when the war started and there were all these sanctions, Russians would start dying of hunger. What saved them and what saves such countries is the ability to self-sufficiency. Once you're self-sufficient, that's where the respect comes in. That's where you have the muscle to even bargain. So I beseech the government, let's invest in technology. We need to homogenize it. Let's normalize technology so that we don't look at people who are using smartphones as being special. As people, in the villages where when people see you doing like a techpreneurship, you're a YouTuber, they think you must be an IT person. So we need to put in place measures, and this we can leverage on the already existing government spaces and infrastructure. The government has infrastructure everywhere. So if we can be able to expand and use those opportunities, I think we'll be able to solve all these problems at once.
Okay.
And I think one thing I will never allow myself to stop without insisting is talent, sports and art. We need to invest meaningfully and ensure that our sports people and all the players, both in sports medicine and other fields, are able to earn and live a living from their trade.
Okay. 5 minutes, should be 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes to 9:30, 6 minutes to 9:30, 6 minutes to 9:30. This is the Tackle the Siasa Wednesday edition of